Well, good evening and welcome to Las Vegas for the mixed doubles turbo. 8 teams, it's a straight knockout. The 20-second shot clock is definitely going to be fast. It could be furious. Our next match is Kristina Tkach and Denis Grabe up against Mayte Ropero and Jeff DeLuna. It's best of 3 sets, races to 4. No golden break or early 10s. It's winner breaks, 3 foul rule in action. The referee for this one is Yu Xing Shao, otherwise known to us as Coco. It's 10 ball, of course, so that means it's call shot. I'm Mark White, and calling the shots with me is Tim de Ruyter. And happy birthday, Tim de Ruyter.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. Definitely an interesting match, and I'm very much looking forward to mixed doubles turbo. You just already had a match, so I'm sure you can tell me a lot about it. I haven't experienced the shorter shot clock yet, so yeah, up for a treat.
Well, it catches the players out sometimes. It does make for a very, very entertaining game, though. Gethin and I are getting a little bit caught out by the shot clock as well. You hardly time to breathe, Tim. But here we go. Denis Grabe from Estonia breaking off along with his partner, Kristina Tkach. So here we go. Rack 1.
Well, try break as a starter. Don't think there is the open shot on the 1. Could go very aggressive and go for the jump cue. We both know DeLuna likes that jump cue. So not too shy to go very aggressive. But looks to be playing a push out instead. I kind of feel
Tempter.
like you have to take this, Mark.
There's the extension gone already in one foul swoop. 40 seconds it is after the break and the push out. They've taken their extension and they're down to about, well, 10 seconds by the time she gets down, so she hasn't got long to play this. There's no time to talk, Tim, really.
Oh, that one ball was not supposed to catch the side pocket point. The good news is it doesn't go in the bottom left, in the top left from this view. It does go to the top right. So safety mistake. First shot for Mayte Ropero.
Well, certainly a chance now, Tim. The 30th anniversary bridge, the golden one, and you'll notice the gold pockets as well on the Predator arc table. And a new collaboration this year between Simones and Predator have come up with this cloth together. It's called the Arcadia Elite.
Ooh, that cue ball got away from him a bit there. Now, I definitely would consider shooting this into the corner. But you won't be able to get much straighter on the 5. Yes, she did really try to get Denis straighter on the 5 ball. And that's how she missed the 4.
Kristina is in the semi-finals of the Women's Las Vegas Open. She'll play Wei Chu Chen tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Men's semi-finals at 11:30 tomorrow morning as well. Looking forward to that, and we will have the final of this doubles tournament. later on today, Tim. So it really is a quick one-day single elimination knockout event.
Well, the cue ball living on the edge. Awkward position to cue from, but it's a chance. And that was a very nice shot there. Well, you make it sound very dangerous, edge. Mark.
It is, trust me. Got a good angle on this 6, Tim. Can come down and back up again. Better than straight up.
Yeah, I have to say, I am very much of a fan about this whole format. But I think it's very interesting how Mayte Ropero and Jeffrey De Luna has found each other to play in this. Like, I would not know where the connection really came from. But they're doing well. Looks like they have a nice space around the table fitting this format. That's a huge thing. Usually it's just playing styles and just the overall chemistry. But now there's a lot more rhythm needed as well as a partnership.
Yeah, no real time to talk, is there, Tim? Let the cues do the talking, so to speak. And that was very, very nice. Played in great harmony. Now let's just give you a latest score from table 1. It's still going on. Shane Van Boning and Savannah Easton are 3-1 up in the deciding set over Chow Che-Yu and Sky Woodward. So already guaranteed minimum of a shootout, Shane Van Boning and Savannah Easton. Of course, Chow Che-Yu and Woodward, they need the next 2 racks to stay in the tournament. Thought that was quite a bizarre pair as well, to be honest. I wonder how they came together, Sky Woodward and Chow Che-Yu. Tim, seems a bit of an odd partnership as well to me. I don't know why, it just does.
Yeah, yeah, very similar comparison with Ropero and De Luna. But I could see that, yeah, well, that could be a strong duo. I mean, Sky and Rita both quite fast. I mean, makes sense to me.
Yeah, I'm in danger of going out though in the first round. 3-1 down. They need 2 more racks to force a shootout, so it's looking a little bit glum for Sky and Rita. Let's see though. We'll keep you up to date with that as it develops. Meanwhile, Jeff De Luna looking, well, I think he was maybe looking at making the 1-8 carom or something, drawing onto it, but I don't know what he's called, if anything, Tim. Couldn't do too much. Couldn't see much of it. And we've seen from the past that Denis does like to control the partnership. I think this is the 3rd or 4th different partner I've seen him with, to be honest.
Now, another safety shot, banking the 1 ball down table. Cue ball. I was wondering, could she have played for maybe the cue ball behind the 8? We're never gonna find out, obviously. She's left it on, and then she's gonna try and get that cue ball in between. Well, I was gonna say in between the 7 and the 2, or the 4 and the 2. But he's come up very short, Mark.
Yeah, this is a opportunity. Jeffrey de Luna great on these long pots.
I gotta say
Straight
though,
shot.
surprised that he played a stop shot on that mark. I was expecting possibly like a 2 rails forward, get closer to the 2 ball.
Good shot from Mayte there, appreciated by Jeff. Sky and Rita have pulled a rack back. It's 3-2 there now in the deciding set. Jeff's English very good, and Mayte also speaks perfect English. Oh, there's a rail first on, if not a direct hit at this Tim, I think.
Yeah, very challenging layout, gotta say, from this position. Already easier, of course, to get to the 5. But then yet, how the 6 is laying near that side pocket point.
Oh, what a stroke that was.
Most awkward spot on the table, that 6 ball. Yeah, and she really wrapped that 4 ball just around the 8 into the corner.
I mean, I don't think you'll risk this, Tim, but there is a chance of nudging the 6 there, I thought. But didn't even bother playing the pot because of that 6.
Yeah, you really gotta take the opportunity when it comes the best. I don't think that 5 ball was laying so great to take it already. So they will have to battle it out till one of the teams gets that one shot where they feel like, okay, this is one where we should get going again. All because of that 6 ball being so close to the side pocket point.
Yeah, called the 10 here as a precaution. Going to use that as a stopper for the 5.
Oh, doesn't want to make the 8.
Oh, make the 8, yeah, good shot. Perfectly played, Tim. Another good shot, good pace. Well, no attempt will be made here. Just try and get the 6 ball safe, maybe a bit of cover behind the 7 possible. Not trying to do too much with it, just getting distance, Tim.
Well, at least the 6 ball is developing. Oh, this is a bit of an interesting shot. He has played the cue ball only there, left the 6 wide in the open, but just only focused on the cue ball, and I think he might have played it very well. Yeah, it looks like Denis is kicking. That was an incredible effort from de Luna to stick the cue ball behind the 8.
Yeah, actually called the 10 as well. Knew that the 6 was going to be going towards the 10 ball. Almost made the 10. He'll be pleased he didn't know. Have to call the 8 here, surely. Just a little bit of a quick stroke there, I thought, Tim.
Well, they have called the bank. Yeah, she did play that with the element of safety, Mark, but it was already quite straight, and by missing it on the thick side, people barely got any chance to move over.
Shane Van Boning and Savannah Easton have beaten Sky Woodward and Rita Chow 2-1. They move on. They will play Wei Chu Chen and Nu Kioi in the semi-final. That's coming up soon. Busy day here today, Tim. Well, is he going to kick this in? Or is he going to go rail first with right hand spin? Oh, he's playing left hand spin. Wow, what a cut. High five.
Well, pretty decent start for Ropero and De Luna. Gotta say, Tkach and Grabe looks like they have to warm up a bit. Not the bestest of starts.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of time to warm up. I'm sure they had a little practice outside this arena, but there wasn't really a lot of time. I don't think they even had a rack each, you know, on this table. Such is the ferocity of the schedule. This isn't for the faint-hearted. Good to see them having a good conversation, though. English will be the generic language there. I can't believe how much Kristina's English has improved over the last couple of years. I mean, she sounds American now. Lives in Miami at the moment. Moved there recently. Jeff going attacking there with the break, Tim.
Now, safety straight away. Then again, I don't think it's going to turn out as a save. And with that many balls almost lined up to get behind, Dennis does give another great opportunity to come back to the table in trouble, I would say. Well, they were being let off the hook a bit there. Safety did not reach behind the 7.
It's all very messy and busy in the middle of the table there. 7 of the 10 balls all in close proximity. 8 if you count the 8 ball as well. There'll be a few safety battles here, Tim, I think, in this rack.
Well, unless they might be able to... Well, I think she might be able to cue this using the extension just by reaching next to the 5 ball. I think she might be able to cut this in. If she runs into the 5, she'll be on the 2. Or maybe run into the 2-9, another possibility. How to get on the 3 ball though, that's a big challenge. Are we gonna see a big Deluna stroke?
I was going to say, Tim, if there's anyone that can do it, it's this guy here. Such cue power, this man.
Yeah, the only thing, I like the way he struck that mark. The only difference that I felt like he played with right spin and it really checked off the second rail. And I was wondering if he could have played inside and maybe go all the way around that 310.
To be honest, Tim, that's what I thought he was going to play. He normally does. It was the wrong spin for the shot. I think he's just explaining he was trying to go all the way around. That's gone astray slightly, going away from the 7 now. Can he just play into the 9, Tim, and hold for the 7? Well, held it anyway.
Yeah, just gotta make sure the cue ball doesn't get anywhere near the 10. Occasionally you see a player actually hook themselves behind the 10 on that kind of shot, so even though the 8 is over the side, make sure to always give your brain enough details to know where that cue ball actually has to go. Don't take it for granted.
Wise words there from the birthday boy. Nice stroke there from Kristina. Yeah, that was better, more fluent, not so much talking. Nice clearance. Back in this match now, 2-1 behind. Pia Filler and Josh Filler have just started out against Hanyu and Carlo Biardo. No score in that one, but we will give you the latest scores when they occur. Remember, the semi-final of the Ladies Las Vegas Open tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Cesca Centeno will play Kristina Zateva, and Kristina Tkach will play Wei Tu Chen. The men's will follow Max Leck against Josh Filler and Wojtek Szewczyk against Fedor Gorst. That's the men's semi-finals. Back to the Scotch doubles turbo. Good break, Tim.
Yeah, look at this shape. Just one really good shot needed from the 2 to the 3 ball. And I like also the extra detail you mentioned just now, the fact that Denis and Kristina, they were talking quite a bit in the first rack or two, which also in this format, but just in general with the Scotch doubles, kind of have to be careful talking too much at some point. So I think they're only going to play better the less they talk.
Yeah, great. But there you see, Denis is always over the shoulder for the next shot. I mean, I'm sure Kristina knows what to do here. No need for Denis to talk every single shot. It's funny you just mentioned that, and now there's cue pointing and directions being given.
Well, obviously there's always an exception to the rule, but I just most often see it break double players than it actually makes them play great, the talking. So, yeah, I mean, there's possibly double partners out there that talk a lot and play great, but most of the time it's not so great. Oh, that curve too early on him. Bit of a punchy stroke too. That's why it gripped that fast.
Yeah, didn't give the ball time to go round Tim, did he? Stabbed at it. Unusual for De Luna. Normally so smooth on the stroke. Nothing to do here. Just bounce back.
Yeah, the good news is whenever they start running the balls, I feel like there's less talking. So they're not gonna overthink too much while running out.
Yeah, both right-handers as well, so there's no worrying about whether a lefty or a righty can reach it. They're just playing the normal position that they'd usually play. Kristina's overhit this slightly. This is a thin one now for Denis.
Well, he does still have to bring the cue ball up to the 9, so he might be not taking it on. If this lands behind the 10, look at this, what a wonderful save that is.
Kristina relieved to see cue ball going behind the 10 there after she'd overrun the position on the 8. Good decision from Denis to turn down the difficult 8. Oh, this could be interesting as well. Good shot, Mayte Ropero. Jeff enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that hit on the 8 was enough apparently to stay alive, with Kristina missing that 8 ball. Yeah, kinda like how he's played this, just the cue ball come up a bit short, would have liked to be frozen to the rail, and I really like the fact that Denis is banking this. Can stop the cue ball onto the 9. In that case, always long distance. You're gonna leave a long distance shot. But the 8 also, in case you would miss it, you would want to leave it a bit more difficult. Back and forth drama on the 8. This is a big game too. 3-1 or 2 each. Big difference in these short sets.
Oh, good shot, Mayte. Now, are we going to see a Jeff De Luna special here? Is he going to draw this? He certainly is. Watch out for the big draw, guys. What a shot. What a shot. Mayte was mighty pleased with that shot.
Yeah, I gotta say it. There's a different vibe around Jeffrey now. I see him play doubles than usually when you get to watch him play singles match. And I'm not saying that in a good or in a bad way, but he seems to be very outgoing and very energetic and relaxed. And when he plays singles, I sometimes think he looks a little bit, well, not stressed, but a little bit more
A little bit
deep into
uptight.
focus and uptight. Yes, yes, that's the word. And I mean, this might really give us a better Jeffrey DeLuna.
Yeah, and he feels at home in Las Vegas as well. He does actually own a home in Las Vegas. He has his own car there, and he's the pro at a club called Banging Balls as well. So he has a good time in Vegas. He's not staying in hotels, so he's got his own bed to sleep in at night, his own car to drive around. So he seems pretty relaxed in all, as you say. Nice shot there from Denis.
Yeah, a little bit of traveling to do to get from the 5 to the 6 shouldn't be a problem, but then again, this is one of those shots again where occasionally the 10 or the 8 come into play.
Just a little draw shot. Oh, he can go forwards even better. Nice angle, Tim, for Kristina here.
Ooh,
Seemed
bit
to
on the thick
hesitate on the
side.
delivery. Yeah, I think she hesitated, Tim, on the delivery there. Just paused at the backswing slightly longer than normal. I think the shot clock beep went right on her backswing. I think it just jolted her a little bit, but she managed to make it.
Yeah, she indeed was a bit longer on the backswing. But an important rack to take for Tkach and Grabe. Now 3-2 down, but they got the break. We could easily be in for a great opening set, a great hill opening set, I should say.
Meanwhile, on table one, Han Yu and Carlo Biardo have taken the opening rack against Pia and Josh Filler. Remember, it's straight knockout. We already have one of our semi-finals determined. Wei Chu Chen and Lukioi will play Shane Van Boning and Savannah Easton. The winner of this match will play either Han Yu and Biardo or the Fillers. Denis to break. We'll go from the side, hit the one, try and make the one. Got kicked away by the 9, 9 getting kicked by the 5. 2 ball. Down, Tim. Look at this for a nice chance.
Yeah, and if you look at this layout, I mean, a little bit of traveling here and there. Overall, I would be very happy to get this first straight draw, 1 to the 3 ball. And then to get from the 3 to the 4. From there, most of the work should be done. Maybe a little bit more to get from the 8 to the 9, depending on what kind of angle you get after. And, well, we know the bridge is not everybody's favorite. And as to draw the cue ball, she's left Denis a bit further than they both would have liked.
Drawing in and out the corner here. Played this well, Tim. Or friendly bump or not. I don't think so. Looks like a orchestral conductor. Way he's waving his baton around there, Dennis. Nicely done, drawing round the back. Low left, played it very well indeed. Just a slight draw. Now Mayte is right-handed, so just a draw off of this 6 ball.
Well, I think the angle is there. And also David Al-Qaeda, Dimitrios Lukatos are looking at it. This is some great stuff from Ropero and De Luna. Will be perfect on the 10.
Yeah,
and this to win the opening set.
And they're in the same team as well, Mayte and David. So the first set goes to the Spaniard and the Filipino. They stay in the arena. Oh no, they're not. They've decided they're going to take a little break as well. Tim De Ruyter and myself, Mark White, will be back very, very soon with the second set. Ta-da! Tkach up against Jeff De Luna and Mayte Ropero. First set to this young man and his partner. Straight knockout, no second chances, 20-second shot clock. It's fast, it's furious, it's frantic. Mark White and Tim De Ruyter in the booth.
Oh, and if that break starts to go like that too, Mark, this match could go real fast, because what is there to do? Maybe the shape from the 4 to the 5 needs some work, but it's all there for the taking.
Well, each team guaranteed $2,000, even if they lose in the first round. Semi-finalists, $4,000. Second prize of $9,000, and for winning, $15,000. So not a bad prize fund, Tim, for such a quick, short tournament with just 8 teams in it. Predator continuing to develop the game, put more money in. I mean, it's nice to just be guaranteed 2,000, 1,000 each. That pays for your flight at the very least.
Yeah, imagine you're playing 2 events, possibly 3 with the mixed turbo included, and you already start off with technically your flight paid indeed, and if you play well, you're making a lot of money. Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, a lot of these players are in the team as well, teams event, and there's 120,000 to the winners of that. So some big money on offer. The men's open, 45 grand. And the ladies is 27 for first prize. So there's a lot of money flying about around the Westgate Resort and Casino here this weekend. Not just in the casinos, but to the winners and participants of these great Predator events. We also have the juniors still to play as well. as the teams. They're yet to get underway. Good to have a mix, isn't it, Tim, of the different disciplines? It really is. We've had a bit of straight pool as well. I don't know whether you watched any of the straight pool, but Darren Appleton beat Corey Jewell yesterday. Now referee Coco Yuxing Xiao, living in Australia. Very good referee. Loves to travel. Loves eating lots of different foods from around the world as well, as she says in her little bio. So Mayte Ropero breaking.
Well, nothing this time. And quite the mess already. Might have to play for a 2-10 well, not combination, a carom rather. Carom the 10 in the side. Does open up the rack, but it's not laying it very nicely though. Maybe a bank on the 2?
Carom is on Tim, isn't it? What about the 2 afterwards? Playing safe, I think. Well, I thought the Carom was a better shot than the safety there, to be honest, Tim, but I'm not down on the table, not under any pressure. Don't know what you think about that shot she's just played.
Well, just the angle they had on that 2 ball, I don't really think that safety just to leave the 10 in between was there. Obviously, well, it have to be the perfect pace also. I think they could have found a different safety than that, but probably the time just got them there.
Now this is a little bit awkward, just because of the 8 and the 10. Needs to try and get to the orange 5 somehow. Yeah, that's why he didn't bother taking it on. Good shot there, Tim. I like that shot choice. Very good indeed. Yeah, just explaining, no point in making that 4 ball. Couldn't get to the 5, so played the prudent shot.
Well, and he's played it perfect too. Sometimes players will let you kick just over the bottom long rail. Now, as you can see, cue ball was locked up so well that there was no escape. But a nice tactical shot from Denis there, tying up the 6 and the 7. Perfect pace on that as well. So I have a feeling they're gonna play for the 3 fouls from this point. Yeah, if you can bank the 4 ball to the bottom of the 9 in this view and roll the cue ball into 5.
Oh. Would have been better to get it really tight. I like that though, the little explanation after the shot, Tim. I don't mind that. That's interesting because you can always learn after the fact. But yeah, it was too easy, wasn't it? That was the problem, by not getting that cue ball tight in behind that orange 5. I think he went all in for that.
Yeah, he didn't have much of that 4-ball, but I wasn't expecting him to go for the cut. I don't think he was ever really going to get much on the 5. But he probably realized that even if he would leave the 4-ball on, that 6-7 is still a big deal, and also the 8 now does not go by the 10, I believe. It's a small window to get on the 8. Now we could be up for a long battle in this rack.
Well,
because both teams are gonna make sure not to leave something on with the angle to do more.
Yeah, kick. Off the 10. Oh, good effort. They called the side as well. Just an update from Table 1, guys. Carlo Biardo and Han Yu have taken a 3-0 lead against Josh and Pia Filler. They're on the hill in their first set. Now the bank shot is on, but no future in it really, with a 6 there. She did call the 8-ball as a precaution.
Well, they're really trying to sneak that cue ball close to the 8 as well.
Denis could really thin this and get the cue ball behind the 7. Well, he's gone for distance. Good effort. Didn't get in behind it enough, Tim. Didn't get enough spin on the cue ball. Called it too thin. Chance to level up the scores in this second set, a set that they have to win.
Yeah, very underrated player actually. I believe Grabe now has won quite some events in the last couple of years, and yet a lot of people not so familiar with him and his playing style. He's almost every tournament he's in the single elimination stage. I do believe he got to the last 32 or last 16 in the men's open as a defending champion, so he was making a decent run for it again. Last 32.
Yeah, he actually lost out to Nukioi in the last 32, Tim. Nukioi played really well until he came up against an in-form Fedor Gorst. He actually won 6 racks on the trot, Nukioi, and then Fedor came back and won 4 straight racks to win the set 4-2 after losing the second 4-0. I think Nukioi is a very underrated player as well. Very, very dangerous. Saw him in the doubles earlier on with Wei Chen, and he played very, very well in that. Terrific jumper of the ball. I didn't realise how good he was with the jump stick. And we do know he's not afraid of a shootout either, winning the longest one ever. against Jesus Atencio. We were there, Tim. We witnessed it.
Yeah, definitely both Dennis and Oi underrated. People really do not know how high their gear actually is. Bit of a scary shot there, just queuing by the 5. I'm very sure a referee will be having a very close look. But then look at this layout. Tap the 2 in, you've got the 3 ball hanging. The 4 is hanging over the side. It gives you automatic angle on the 5 to drop to the bottom side of the table for the 6. So maybe 6 to the 7 is the tricky part.
I was just looking at the WPA rankings, and Denis Grabe sitting in second place behind Alex Kazakis, and Nukioi is at number 5. And Wojtek Szewczyk at number 6. He's going really well. He's in the semi-finals of the men's, which will take place tomorrow morning at 11:30. He'll be up against Fedor Gorst. Had a great win over Albin Ocean in straight sets in the quarterfinals yesterday. So here we go. The difficult shot, Tim, that you said could be the undoing of them, this 7 ball. And I wonder, will he take it to the corner, Tim, or has he got a slight angle where he can just draw across? Difficult into these middle pockets.
Well, he has called the corner. I think he's landed too straight onto the side. So a little bit more needed from the queuing. Bit of body movement, but overall a very compact stroke on the 7.
You could also include Jeff DeLuna being not underrated. Everyone knows how good he is, but he's always struggled in tournaments. We know he's a great challenge match player. He has reached semi-final of the World 9 ball, but has never really won what he's capable of winning. I think he's just a little bit too flamboyant sometimes. But he loves to entertain, and we love you, Jeffrey DeLuna, because you are such a great entertainer and a very entertaining third rack there. They lead 2-1. Things going rather well for them at the moment, Tim. Have taken the first set, Carlo Biardo and Hanyu. That's quite the pairing as well. Very, very strong pairing. Remember, the winner of this game we're watching now will play either Hanyu and Biardo or the fillers. You could say one of the best breakers in the business, Jeff DeLuna. Ready to smack the balls in rack number 4 in this second set, leading 2-1 in a set that will secure them a place in the semi-final. Everything getting kicked around there. One almost went, but was kicked away from the side pocket.
Yeah, what a position to be in. This 1 ball, not too many options. And I feel like if you play a push out, basically from any angle, you're gonna give a good safety shot.
Give it back, yeah.
Well, maybe the only plan is to bring the cue ball around the 4 all the way down table and leave the 1 more random. Yeah, I just didn't expect
Wow,
too
didn't
much
like
from that
that.
position.
Jeffrey DeLuna actually played with Cesca Centino. I think it was in the PBS tournament where they beat Denis Grabe and Pia Filler in the final. I'm pretty sure that was the final. Oh, mistake there from Mayte Ropero.
Yeah, I think it was the one in Indonesia.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I think we commentated on it together, Tim. Pretty sure we did. Hard to remember all the matches we've done, Tim. We've done so many. Done some great finals over the years as well. And of course, we have the Euro Tour coming up as soon as Vegas finishes. We have the Turkish Euro Tour, and then the European Championships follow it straight after. So this is a busy month for pool players and commentators.
Well, it does bring great content to the people at home, of course. The people that cannot always attend every event. So make sure to stay tuned at Pro Billiard TV. We still have, I believe, is it 20 days of commentary to do, Mark?
Yeah, something like that. This is day 5 of 10 in Vegas.
Maybe a bit straight-ish on this 5. Does he have enough to... Even if he stuns the cue ball over a ball or 2, that's okay. You don't want to look stupid and now suddenly miss that 5 ball. Like, because you're trying to scoot that cue ball over a bit. Well, gotta say, scoreline wise, this set going pretty much the same as the first set. Well, Ropero, DeLuna, they got on the hill early in the opening set, but 4-2, this definitely could be another 4-2 set. The difference is just real small between these two teams, I feel.
Yeah, 2-2 it is. Now the Fillers have got their first rack on the scoreboard. They're a set down, but it's 1-1 now in the second set. Remember, the winner of that match plays the winner of this one. Already through, Wei Chu Chen and Liu Qioi will play Savannah Easton and Shane Van Boning. And the final is later on this evening. The semi-finals will follow after this match. Both semi-finals at the same time on tables 1 and 2. And then the final on table 1 later on this evening. Okay, Coco, we're ready to go. Denis winding himself up, ready to break the balls. We do have the opening ceremony of the teams coming up as well after this. four railer down, Tim. Caught them nice and square, didn't he? You know that when the four railer goes, how well you've hit them.
Oh, that cue ball quite a bit away from the 7. Oh, there we're gonna see the jump cue. Has to land on the 1 ball. No landing space.
Oh. Beauty.
And he does get the nudge.
Oh. Just the faintest of little clips there on the 8 ball has made this 2 available. Terrific jump shot there from Jeff DeLuna. Well, this to get on the double hill, Tim. All in the open, just a nice little draw shot here. Well, she was mighty close to that cue ball with her cue. Thought she was about to touch it. Jeff can play left or right with success. And this is great stuff.
Yeah, and so they are on the double hill indeed, and things starting to look not great at all for Tkach and Grabe.
Yeah, not a bad hour's work though, Tim, even if they do finish second in this particular match. They will take home $2,000 between them.
Yeah, not a lot of people make $1,000 in an hour. You could look at it from that perspective.
Well, I do, don't you, Tim? Surely you're on the same money as I am.
I have to talk to the manager, I guess.
If only, if only. Yeah, you are allowed to ask the referee if it's your break or not. This is pretty relaxed rules here. Oh, the 1 ball? No.
Yeah, a bit more cut on the break. Gotta say, the 1 or the 9, like, there was balls really close to go in. Now I must run out in this. The 8 does go by the 9, as you can see from this angle. Denis will be able to tap this in. Could also go to the other side, top left spin. That's what he's played. Not the most difficult layouts, but yet to get from the 7 to the 8 is something where things could be a bit tricky. Oh, she's ran a bit further on the 5. Denis might have to run into the bottom short rail and back out. And that's not something they were looking forward to do. Otherwise, it will have to leave a bit more cut on the 6, and it will be more difficult to move up table for the 7.
Huge cue overhang from the bridge. The joint of the cue is going to go through the thumb, look there. That's how much she was stretching. Played it well though. Denis has got a decent angle on this 7 to get to the 8. Well, the cue ball. Oh, is it hooked him? Her?
Well, I don't think so, but I don't think she's gonna be able to leave Denis on something on the 9. So that's why they've played it safe. She's played a good shot there though. But I'm very sure Jeffrey is gonna aim exactly there on the table, trying to get the cue ball under the 10. Bit of a risk, but you know if you get it, it's a match winner. Or
Yeah,
could be a
good
match
shot.
winner. I don't want to put too much pressure on it, but it's the check in chess, this kind of shot.
Well, I could see it to pot it. Cue ball again.
Oh, the cue
Close.
ball.
Oh,
Oh.
2 times in a row. Wow,
Oh,
that was almost disaster.
Well, that means we're gonna go hill in this second set. What a way to stay alive. Jeffrey just barely not getting the save on that 8 ball. If you leave the jump there, now suddenly a lot of players will not get out.
Well, rode their luck in that particular rack, didn't they, Tim? Almost 2 scratches in the side pocket, just catching the point on both occasions. And it has levelled it up. It saved the match point again. And they will be breaking for the set. Over on table 1, the fillers are going well in their second set. They're 3-1 up after losing the first set to Han Yu and Carlo Biardo. So the fillers fighting back.
Oh, that's a lot of spin on the cue ball. And what a mess we've got here. I'm quite sure Jeffrey is going to play safety behind the 6-7. They're not going to take any risk. If that one ball lines up behind the 3 ball as well, the jump cue will not be taken into consideration. 3 rail escape. Yeah, decent hit. The 1 ball available, the 2 ball available. Maybe. I have to say, the bank on the 3 ball looks a bit tempting with how the overall rack is laying. Surely they will still have to do something with the 6 ball, but she's missed that 1, and that's a bit of a surprise. Was trying to leave Jeffrey real good there, nice and close, finding the gap between the 4-5, and probably cheated.
Would have had the angle
a bit too much.
You would have had the angle as well, Tim. There, I beg your pardon, mate. Just to remind the guys that Tim de Ruyter is in the Netherlands. I'm in Thailand, and of course, the tournament is taking place in Las Vegas. So, by the time we've bounced around different satellites, Tim and I may just talk over each other on occasion. So we do apologise for that. Carry on, Tim.
Well, it's a safe. But then again, this will definitely be decent to hit. Oh, and the scratch off the back. Oh.
Lots of cue waving again. I didn't understand any of that. Taking the bank, Tim, I think, like you suggested earlier on. Just slightly short of perfect. 20 seconds has gone already. Extension called. So another 20 seconds from now. Just kind of a hit and hope there, hoping to get through the crowd. This is mighty tough. Having to dig down as well. Yeah, never easy.
Well, that could be the final blow. This 4 ball does go by the 7, as you can see, and now what do they really have to do except handling the nerves? Maybe a little bit. I mean, it's a little bit of work from the 8 to the 9, and
Can play this right-handed if he wants to. Played it with check side as well. Left hand spin to slow it off of the rail. Just has to make this 8 ball for perfect position on the 9. This could be it. Jeff, if he can get her nice and straight and close, preferably, just make it as easy as possible because it's his match ball. So priority, get nicely on the 10 to make it unmissable.
Well,
it looks
I would
pretty
say
good to me, Tim.
Yep.
Yeah, and what a great performance from Mayte Ropero and Jeffrey de Luna. Straight sets victory. Well done to them. They will play either Pia Filler and Josh Filler, or Han Yu and Carlo Biardo. That's coming up very, very soon, guys. We will finish this tournament today. It's a one-day, quick, turbo tournament. Thanks to Tim de Ruyter and myself, Mark White. We're signing off now, but we will see you for the next one on this table